Yes. Good day, everyone. For it's another day to talk psychology. Yes, my name is Madu Joseph Ifeanyi Chukwu, and I am a student of Chukwuemeka Odumego Ojukwu University, Bariam campus. And my area of specialization is I'm studying clinical psychology. Yes, I'm out here to share my experience, my internship experience as a clinical psychology student at a neuropsychiatric hospital at Anambra State, Nigeria. Yes, so I'll give a brief summary of my whole internship experience as a clinical psychology student at a neuropsychiatric hospital. And the duration, that is my role as a clinical psychologist, was to clerk clients, administer psychological tests, score psychological tests, and also interpretation of psychological tests, and finally giving a diagnosis and writing a psychological report. Yes, so during my internship experience, my internship was for 3 months, and it was for 5 times every week, and it lasted for 6 hours every day from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Yes, coming to the medical professionals there, I was assigned to a doctor of clinical psychology. Shout out to Dr. Fidelis. Yes, he was my supervisor. Yes, and I also got to encounter with nurses, nurses that were in charge for the day. I also had to collaborate with caretakers of the clients, those inpatients in the psychiatric hospital. Each of them had caretakers. Yes, I also got to meet and collaborate with student nurses, both males and females. Wonderful people, wonderful. And then coming to the type of clients, I was dealing with inpatient clients, both males and females. Some of the patients were drug patients. Some of the patients were also non-drug patients. That is, those that maybe were having issues of anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, trauma, neglection, and chronic diseases. Yes, so coming to the feeling on my first day. On my first day, I was nervous and scared and uncertain because I was like, okay, everything I've been reading for 4 years is now coming to reality, and it was quite oof. I was like, maybe what could have happened to me, or what am I doing? Will I get through this? I hope I get through this well, because the patients were, seeing them the first time, they were very okay. I thought like they would be harsh on me or violent to me, you know. First times are always first times, you wouldn't know what's up, but until days were coming and going by, I started acclimatizing, getting used to the system, getting used to the patients, and found out that they are actually people like us. There's no difference. It's just due to life challenges, and that made them feel the way they are. Yes, although I was a little bit excited but very uncertain because of the patients. The patients had different looks, they had different perspectives. Uh, you wouldn't know what would come, you see. Yes, so coming to the weekly activity, the task for every day on Mondays, from Monday to Friday, I was coming to the hospital, and on Mondays, the activities I had were group therapy. We had group therapies on Mondays. Nurses were there to gather names of clients that would be available at least for 2 weeks in order for me as a clinical psychology student to carry out my business, to carry out my psychological assessments to clients for 2 weeks. Yes, and Mondays were mostly for drug patients. I and my colleagues, my wonderful colleagues, my clinical psychology students, colleagues, we conducted group therapy with our supervisor, with clients. We shared experiences. On Wednesdays, we also had group therapy, but this time it was for non-drug patients. Yes, non-drug patients. And then on Tuesdays, we had individual therapy, that is one-on-one interaction with clients. And we also had to administer tests to clients, score the test. And Thursdays again, we had individual therapy again. The same routine, scoring of tests, interpretation of tests, administering of psychological tests. And then on Fridays, we had to interpret those tests we administered during the earlier days, sorry. And then we had to score the tests. Yes, we had to score all these tests. Yes, then on that Friday, our supervisor would give us assignments to go and document whatever we have gathered throughout the week, everything we have discussed with clients, document them, clerk, give a report on everything that has been written, and yeah, so it was very tasking. There was no time to sleep. Yes, every weekend you would go home, remain focused. I would remain focused, trying to get things done, burning the midnight candle, researching, writing, and all that. Yes, that's a clinical psychologist for you. It ain't easy, but we went there, and everything went well. Yes, coming to the treatment plan, during therapy with my clients, individual therapy, I adopted rational emotive behavior therapy and client-centered psychotherapeutic technique in addressing my clients. I feel like the rational emotive behavior therapy and the client-centered psychotherapy are the psychological techniques that can help you to approach your client. It's like a map on how to approach your clients in order to get the necessary information you need from the clients for treatment. Yes. Then again, finally, during therapy, there are a lot of challenges I faced, such as giving advice to clients. Being lost in therapy was also another challenge. And then again, I was struggling to have or to form open-ended questions in order for the therapy to last well. Yes. So I was trying to Yes, so during therapy, it is always important to have your Diagnostic and Statistical Manual, DSM-5, Yes, this is like our Bible in clinical psychology, very essential for diagnosing your client. Yes. So, yes, I thank you all for giving me a listening ear. My aim of starting this podcast is to share my experience as a clinical psychology student and to share my knowledge on everything I went through as an African and as a Nigerian in a neuropsychiatric hospital. Yes, and my aim is also to share my experience to students, aspiring students who are seeking to reach this level in clinical psychology. Thank you, and stay tuned for more on some of the aspects I'm going to treat in my other videos. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thanks.